Morning and welcome to Carrie's Full Breakfast. It's Wednesday, January 3rd, day 3 of 2018. My name's Andrew Morrissey, and again, herself is off today. Elaine is off. For those wondering yesterday, did she just forget to set her alarm? She didn't. And she didn't pull a sickie either. She's genuinely just on a week's holidays, so all good. She's back next week. Weather today, Storm Eleanor has battered the country and the county in particular overnight. As you can probably see from my eyes, hanging this morning. I got a terrible sleep due to the fact that I was just listening to the wind banging around the place all night. So on a serious note, it has done a bit of damage. There's power outages in places as well, which we'll go through on the radio. We'll check the ESB Power Check website. But it's still going. As I look out across the window here from us, there's a tree across the road dancing quite rapidly, so just bear that in mind that it's very, very windy. And we'll continue again the national weather warning. It's an orange weather warning alert in effect across most parts of the county this morning. Top temperature today of 7 to 10 degrees. We can expect a few showers, but bear in mind that the very stormy conditions from Storm Eleanor will continue. All right. Papers this morning, the Irish Times, the Times Ireland edition, I always say that. Actually, there's a picture on the front page of Doolin in County Clare yesterday. And there's also a picture of Lahinch in some of the papers of the sea and how wild it became due to Storm Eleanor. Main headline reads, the number of patients left on trolleys hits a record. And national study to examine sexual harassment in the workplace is also an interesting read on the front page of the Times Ireland edition this morning. The Irish Sun then has an interesting story, and it's Match of the Pay is the headline. And it's all about Cork soccer player Kevin O'Connor. Former Cork City player. He's from Wexford. He's now playing for Preston North End. Kevin's godfather bought him a millionaire raffle ticket just before Christmas, gave to him as a Christmas present, and he only went and won it. He won £1 million. So good news for Kevin O'Connor on the front page of the Irish Sun this morning. Also says L of a storm. Well done, Irish Sun. And the Examiner then also have that picture that was on some of the papers from Lahinch in County Clare of the sea and how high and how battered Lahinch had become from Storm Eleanor. It hits winds, hits the west. See, I'm yawning already. And it has carries winds of 130 kilometres an hour. So quite high last night, the winds all over the country. Flu epidemic could derail the health service is the main headline on the front page of the Irish Examiner. Also that story about Kevin O'Connor winning the million is in there as well. And in the sports sections there this morning then, Sterling strikes early for Slick City. So Man City have continued where they left off from 2017 and they've just cracked on. They won again last night. Top trends this morning, not surprisingly, Storm Eleanor is trending, but also up there with Storm Eleanor are both Salthill and Galway. And the reason being is because of the storm last night, there's videos trending of the water damage and the flood damage to the promenade in Salthill last night. There was a video of a mini car driving through the streets and it was nearly washed away. It was quite scary actually, so lots of damage in that part of the country last night. That's trending this morning. There's a guy called Paul Logan also trending. I don't know if you ever heard of him. Up until yesterday, I never heard of the guy either. He's this big YouTube subscribing star, and he does whatever the videos are about. But it's one particular video that's got him trending this morning worldwide because he's in trouble over it. And basically what happened was he found a dead body. He filmed it, put it up on his YouTube channel, and the body is allegedly the victim of suicide. And it's gotten quite a bit of a bad backlash against him. So he's trending this morning. And Euro Millions. Now, not Kevin O'Connor's millionaire raffle ticket. The Euro Millions is also trending this morning because someone in Ireland on the 29th of December, which was last Friday, won €39 million. And the National Lottery confirmed yesterday that they've now made contact. Now, we don't know, is it a syndicate or is it one person, two people, whatever. But congratulations to them. I hate you. But 39 million, not bad way to start the new year, is it? So congratulations to them. And if you're watching Celebrity Big Brother, now I have a bit of a problem with Big Brother in that I used to watch it in the early noughties, in like 2002, 2003. That was it. I got bored of it after that. People, I'm sure, who watch this and maybe will listen to the radio, love it. That's fine. If you're into that, fair enough. I'm into sci-fi and Star Trek and Star Wars. That's all good. But I'm just not into Celebrity Big Brother. So, but I did see this morning, if you're interested, that John Barnes, the former Liverpool soccer player, is the first male to be confirmed to be going into the house. It's an all-female cast, is that the right term? Housemates are all women so far, but John Barnes will be the first man entering the house in the next couple of days. Spoiler alert. And interesting fact for you, yesterday we mentioned that there was going to be a really big bright moon, which we could see in some parts of the county last night. Well, on the 31st of January, at the end of this month, NASA have confirmed that we'll actually see a blue moon over the skies of Ireland. We'll see a blue moon, apparently. Now, I'm going to leave you go on this because we're going to get cracking on the radio show this morning. We've loads of music to play. And if you're interested as well, I would love for you to listen to our own Cathal Flaherty. Cathal, who does Into the Night and Fresh, has a brand new single out. It's called 1,000 Miles, and it's really good. So we're going to play that on the show this morning. But if, like me, you were back to work yesterday, or maybe you're going to go back later this week, or if you're a teacher, maybe you're back next week, I have found 50 ways to slack off at work. And I'm going to go through some of these on the radio this morning. Disappearing for a little walk, skiving, is in the list. Switching between tabs on your windows. Now, this is a very clever way of doing this, and if my boss is watching, I don't do this. Basically, you can have your Facebook page open, or maybe you could be watching the RTE player or some sort of catch-up service. And then when someone walks into the office, you quickly switch back to a word processor file or whatever you're supposed to be working on. That's a clever way of doing it. And by the way, the number one way that we slack off and work, nobody will be surprised at this, is browsing the internet, apparently. All right, listen, we've got loads on the show this morning. It is the 3rd day of January. If you want to talk to me, you can text or WhatsApp 083 300 3300. And we spun the wheel of anything at the end of yesterday's show for today, and we landed on reggae tunes. So we're open to suggestions of 2 reggae songs, and just send us the artist and the song with your name, and we could play your song on the radio this morning. All right, so have a good day, and welcome to Wednesday.